Hello and welcome back, YouTubers. I am Protomario, and today we are reviewing Mortal Kombat, the 2011 release for the Xbox 360 as well as PS3. This game is not to be confused with the original Mortal Kombat, as the original Mortal Kombat is also known as Mortal Kombat. This game was released by Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment, distributed by Time Warner, and developed by NetherRealm Studios. Mortal Kombat, also known as Mortal Kombat 9, is a 2D fighting style game with 3D graphics. You might notice that I am just going to be overlaying the storyline here while reviewing it, and do please note that there are a multitude of different game modes such as Arcade Tower versus Online Interactive Xbox Live Multiplayer, as well as an interactive story that involves many of the characters, with several characters being able to be secretly unlocked. So, just because I'm only playing story mode right now is due to the fact that I do not wish to spoil anything else and go in depth with the game, spoiling the storyline too deeply, as well as doing some other game modes for just some various gameplay. With the story mode being reviewed here, you can see the videos, how they are rendered, and how the story unfolds as well, with the fights, and it's pretty nice. So allow me to continue.
That's right. What's it gonna be?
Mortal Kombat is a 2D fighting game that has crossed over with some 3D aspects. This game can be most notably akin to Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe in its engine, how it works, knocking people off the ledge, using moves and things like that, but it does have a few tweaks and things that are a bit different. Do notice that if you have the PS3 version, you are able to play with Kratos, God of War, as an exclusive download. The game offers challenges and additional features such as online mode and 4-player tag team system. Exclusive downloadable content is also available through select retailers. So, it might be wise if you're looking to go out and get this game to have a look-see at where you're going to buy it at. Best Buy, GameStop, places like this can have different deals for you. It was announced on June 10th, 2010, and accompanied by the debut trailer, which really got people excited at E3. Subsequently, it is currently banned in Australia due to its extreme violence. So, fun facts out of the way, let's delve into the review here. Mortal Kombat is co-creative and creative director of Ed Boon. Stated developers intended for Mortal Kombat to be accessible to the casual player and more engaging with experts on the fighting genre consulted, and new features were created to make a deeper fighting experience. Principal gameplay involves one-on-one fighting in a single 2D fighting plane. It goes 60 frames per second, another useless bit of knowledge, which means it's incredibly fast and you won't see any lag. Characters are rendered in a three-dimensional fashion, similar to Mortal Kombat 4. However, they do tend to stick to the 2D playing field. It is not like Soul Calibur, where you can circle a person and knock them out of the ring. Unlike previous Mortal Kombat games, 4 buttons on the game controller present attacks that are linked to a corresponding limb, and a super meter was also added, in which changed various actions during the battlefield, and such as performing a combo or getting hit by an opponent. The super meter can be charged to 3 levels, with the 3 special actions available. A single level can be used to deliver an enhanced version of one attacks, or 2 levels can be used for a special attack or an interruption combined attack, and 3 full levels allow for a very special combined attack called an X-ray move. During the attack, the camera provides an internal view of the defending character's bones and organs being broken or ruptured. This is all great and good and fun to watch on camera, but it does not mean that your enemy will be able to defeat you using this X-ray move. However, this X-ray move will cause some massive damage to you, so you definitely don't want your enemy to get it off on you. It is very deadly. The Challenge Tower mode is a single-player option Ed Boon describes as similar to Arcade Ladder. It includes 300 specific challenges of various difficulties, providing currency rewards upon completion, with players having the option to use in-game currency to buy or pass difficult challenges. Amongst the various challenges are Test Your Might, which requires rapidly touching or tapping buttons rather, and specifically timing to destroy blocks of varying difficulty, and Test Your Sight, which allows you to follow objects under a hidden cup or skull, revealing the object after a shuffle, and Test Your Strike, which involves destroying a specific block stack, and Test Your Luck, battles with certain conditions such as no jumping. The 4-player tag team feature is an original feature that allows 2 players to play together. Characters can suddenly appear on the screen and perform assist attacks, much like Marvel vs. Capcom, where the player can jump out and do a little attack to aid you in battle.
You fought well. Thanks. Nice hat.
Developers have stated online gameplay of Mortal Kombat would be a main priority, which GamePro editors called a smart move. The development team stated its interest in capabilities to link players' progression feed on their accounts held on social networking websites such as Facebook and Twitter, and recreate the feel of socializing players within arcades. The online mode includes King of the Hill option, where up to 8 players can act as spectators and play the winner for a fight, much like arcades once more. Online passes are also available from the PSN Store and Xbox Live. A single-use online pass is included with the game, and mandatory access to some online components make you buy this online pass, which is a shame.
What do you see in him? He is a hero, Liu Kang, though he may not yet know it.
You want my rating for this game, of course. You're watching this review and you're curious as to what I think about it. What I think about this game is it's a pretty good game. A pretty good game. Under the graphics, I give it a B+ on the cutscenes and an A on the individual fighting scenes. I don't think that they could have been worse, but I definitely think they could have been better. The way these cutscenes are rendered, they just don't look like they are extremely real. The hair is what really gives it away. As you can see, the ponytail there and the bangs just do not look real to me. And some of the clothes are a bit shiny, as if they were brand new or held in plastic. Other than that, the graphics look great. The blood spill, the X-ray vision, it's just all truly amazing. To say the least, the graphics definitely have had an A+ overall, and an update from the Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe game. Under sound, the voicing is pretty well done. You'll not find anything pretty bad sounding. No cheap actors, no bad sound interrupts, no music out of place. Some of the original music does return, as well as the sound effects sounding realistic. It sounds like when you punch someone, it sounds like they get punched. It doesn't sound like these sound effects are marketed by Hollywood or anything of the sort. It sounds very realistic, and I really like this game for the sound quality. Under sound, I give this an A+. Under controls. The controls are the mainstay of any fighting game, and this fighting game's controls are just on point. When you move and attack, you move and attack. When you try and defend, you try and defend. You will not find any lag time in the controls, and the way the controls are set up, it's fairly easy to get through a match. Performing these combos is not a difficult task to do within this game. However, within some of these controls, you may find it hard to do certain combos. But don't worry, there's a combo screen as well, explaining how to do these finishing moves as well as other special attack combos. This will give it a great rating in my book, because no one wants to sit here and have a tough time trying to figure out how to use each combo over and over again. Under controls, I give this game an A+ as well. Under gameplay, this game incorporates multiple game modes, as I've stated before, such as online Xbox Live and PSN Network, as well as local versus mode, a long storyline with a pretty decent plot, as well as returning characters, unlockable characters, and challenge modes such as Arcade Tower, and different challenges that you will want to try and take on, such as Test Your Mind. Though this game does have a significant amount of replay value, I do think the online pass that you would have to purchase as a extra is a bit much for me, and it loses marks there, but not much. As a standard fighting game, this probably wouldn't be my #1 fighting game of all time, therefore I probably wouldn't play online that much. However, to some other people who feel this game is excellent and it's fighting game savior, that they really love this game, the fighting pass may really turn them off, as they have to pay something extra besides the $60 for this game, or whatever they pay for. That's the problem with this game, the online pass. However, that does not kill its score 100% of the way, so I still give this game an A- in the category of gameplay. A lot of replay value, a lot of continuous play value, and a great game to pick up and play and fight your friend. Overall, I give Mortal Kombat, the 2011 release, a A+, 9 out of 10. I would give it a perfect score if that online pass just wasn't there. If they set it up that once you buy the game, everything was free, I would have definitely given it a 10 out of 10. But as of now, it's a 9 out of 10. A solid pick-up-and-play arcade edition to any fighting game enthusiast's arcade, and a wonderful game to get any fighting game fans collection.
Throw that on your Barbie, shrimp.
So I'm Protomario, and I'm signing out, and happy gaming, guys.